tough thing to do. Like you said,
It seems very awkward. Trump even was saying like, yo, do you have anything to say about the whole situation because her father passed away?
So this is actually my worst nightmare, to go viral, become a meme, whatever. I literally just landed back home and I got a text from my friend that was like, you're going viral. And I was like, God, no. To cover some points, I'm not a cop, not a Republican. I was there, I received that medal because my dad died line of duty along with 2 other officers alongside him last year in Palm Beach, it was a huge news story. That's also why Trump was so involved, because it was in Palm Beach. And yeah, free Palestine.
Number 1, my condolences. Number 2, I don't even understand why you went there. If you supposedly don't like cops, you don't have anything beautiful to say about them, why would you even go if you don't even like the president? I don't want to judge you for how you want to go through this, but you were ready to make a response on TikTok and scream Free Palestine.
Strong on a 3. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh my god, Caitlin Clark, the white girl, block the black girl in a very gangster way. She's a bad person. But they always clip it the nice way so certain people are right. I'm pushing your friend, catching the ball, it's a foul, so I foul you in a nice way. That's it. I'm gonna tell you, you're a bad person. See, it's all about context. They caught it to make it seem that Caitlin Clark fouled for no reason. Well, you just fouled her friend, but nobody called it out. But suddenly it's flagrant. Okay.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know. If either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows.
On both sides of it, there ain't no damn flagrant foul, man.
That's not a flagrant?
It was.
Hard foul?
It was a damn flagrant
foul.
foul.
Angel's push was a lot harder.
Yeah, well, it was. Not the initial part, but Caitlin later on pushed her. It was.
I'm talking about the push before to get the Angel's push on
they've called.
They just trying to get control of the game. That's not a
No, they
foul.
weren't. No.
It's not a foul.
They weren't trying to. Listen, they've called softer flagrant fouls in the NBA.
I said it's all soft.
So that's a flagrant foul.
That's not a flagrant foul.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Go back. Go back to the beginning. Go back to the first part
of the game.
Angel's foul right here. That's harder.
No, Angel, she pushed her.
That's more.
But they didn't call that.
Howard in the back 2 hands.
She did push her. They didn't call that.
The fact that she even says pushing people is also flagrant. So Caitlin did a flagrant foul. If you do that, the majority of the time they did a flagrant foul to Clayton is super high, and the public is reacting already. Guess now what they're doing at the free throw line.
It's a flagrant, and then Chicago will maintain the basketball. Reese misses.
And now the WNBA is investigating the fans. I'm like, people, if you're consistent in the beginning, and for years you've been pushing this girl down over and over and not calling the flagrant fouls, now you're surprised that certain people might just react a little, stop you a little. Oh, you pushed me. I'm like, come on, man. I think life is so simple, but how you handle it is so bad. You make it even worse. Treat people equally and life is amazing, even in basketball. Adelo, remember to subscribe.
¿Por qué?
Watch my truck. There you go.
All you have to do is park your car right or pay the fine, but you had to be gangster. Now your car is destroyed and you're going to pay way more to repair it. And don't forget the fine, because the thing that blocked your car, you have to pay for that because you broke that too.
Trust issue with
there
the
has
voter.
always been a mass trust issue because
Trust issue with
there
the
has
voter.
always been a mass trust issue because politicians, media, nobody does what they're supposed to do. Now, I say, for me, listen, he's 83, so he's a little stumbly, he's a little rumbly. I can't point to anything that he's done as that he did.
No,
as
that
president.
he's running for his next 4 years.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I want, not you, but I want somebody to tell me, well, when did you know it was bad? If you knew, why did you wait?
Yeah.
So
can I answer that,
Can I get in
He
for a
said that
second?
it was after he moderated the debate.
Can
Yes, but that's not, I'm sorry, baby. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you're telling me that hundreds of people knew that he was not able to do his job, then where the hell was everybody?
He did his job.
First of all, we've been saying that for years. Mentally, something wasn't, So imagine if people knew he might have had cancer. He already stumbled once saying it, and they're like, well, now we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, just go with it. We need to be sure we might win.
So for 4 years, the president not only had dementia, he had prostate cancer, advanced prostate cancer. He was either A, treating it, or B, chose to forego treatment and die, and people all around him knew it and pretended as if he was functional for 4 years as he ran the United States of America into the side of a mountain. So again, I want to ask, who's going to go to prison? Because it's not a small thing. It's not a made-up political scandal. It's not time to move on. It's not time to focus on something else. I want to know who's going to prison for covering up the mental and physical condition of the man pretending to be president for 4 years. Donald Trump has to work 19 hours a day, trade deals, this, that. The job of the presidency is an endless, brutal grind. And for 4 years, we didn't have one. And guess what? It didn't just magically happen. People did it. People with names. People with addresses. People with faces, social security numbers, birth dates. Human beings lied to the entire United States of America. And the United States of America suffered in unimaginable ways for 4 years, and we still suffer to this day. Again, let me ask, who's going to prison?
And I know somebody's gonna be like, there is no proof, they're hiding it. Bada bing, bada bam, bada boom.
Thought it took a while to do that. Wouldn't he be getting regular checkups?
Yeah, so it depends on the kind of cancer you're talking about here. We do know it's quite aggressive again. So the time in which it would take to spread to the bones is going to be shorter than with a less aggressive cancer. And he's 82. Normally, doctors will stop screening for prostate cancer at 75 or so because after that, the prostate cancers you typically pick up are very slow growing. And so the harms of all of the testing and treatment for something that may not kill you, you're talking about risk versus benefit. It may not be worth the risk.
Well, I don't know. It feels like we don't do those testing anymore at certain age because it might be more costly. Okay.
If we make guns illegal, then nobody will get shot. That's how we stopped everybody from doing drugs. That if the government finds diamonds or oil in your backyard, it's government property, but if they find drugs, it's yours? Messed up. You're probably not finding love because you're the problem, and God is protecting other people from you. Every time I order a cheeseburger, I make it a double so that a vegan out there in the world isn't actually making a difference. So I can't have an opinion on abortion because I don't have a uterus, but I can be a woman without one? Got it.
I mean, he has a point. He has an eye for making good quotes.
Are you arguing that Joe Biden was fine during his...
I'm not arguing that he was fine. I'm arguing that...
You keep pivoting back to Trump, who's clearly fine. I'm just asking you if you're arguing that something was not wrong with Joe Biden.
I'm so glad you asked that question. Because Joe Biden is no longer the president.
But he was, and that's the story tonight, is what was covered up.
Donald, stop. Let me finish what I'm saying, guys. Let me finish something. Donald Trump is the president of the United States. I would dearly love to see a cognitive test from him because as somebody who's lived in the New York media market for the last 40 years, I can tell you that the Donald Trump that I knew in the 80s is not the Donald Trump that I hear today.
So your answer to the cover-up is Trump.
My answer is...
Your answer to every question is Trump.
My answer is the
cover-up is the story tonight.
The president...
That's the story.
Yes, the cover-up is also the president of the United States, who happens to be Donald J. Trump today, is not... Yeah, you could laugh all you want.
I am definitely laughing.
You know why you're laughing?
We are laughing.
We're going to...
We are laughing.
No, we're not laughing. You don't want to answer the question, Scott.
Yeah.
You're president.
What question?
Julie, we're going to leave it there.
I'd love to see his cognitive test. I'd love to see
I'm
his
sure he'd
physical
be
test.
Dr.
I'm
Grasso.
sure he would.
We're talking about how the media covered it up. There's so many clips that they covered many things up. And when you want to talk about the cover up, you only want to talk about Trump. Like, people, I'm like, come on, man. It's so simple. Be consistent, the same energy. But it's like you're my face right now. We're going to look here, but we're not going to look here. What the heck?
How fucking Hitler. How fucking Hitler. And any fucking Hitler friend or fucking anti-Zionist, fucking fuck you guys too. How fucking Hitler. How fucking Hitler. Hey, guess what?
I will pray for you.
What do you do for the Palestinian babies?
I will pray for you.
Do you pray for the Palestinian babies?
I will pray for you.
But do you pray for all the fucking Palestinian babies?
I'm
no?
praying for you right now.
No, but do you pray for Palestinian babies? Do you pray for?
Just
No, you
for
don't.
you.
Okay, so
For
you don't
you.
give a fuck. Well, then I pray that fucking God gives you some healthy cancer, and you end up fucking in a Dead Sea somewhere, like you know, all the salt, and your body floats after you die. That's what I pray for. All right? Fucking, I pray
Keep
you end up in
performing.
the fucking Dead Sea.
It's
and
great,
your
great
fucking body
performance
floats.
art. It's great.
Hey, guess what? Hey. Heil Hitler. I don't give a fuck, man. Everybody can record me because I want everybody to know how much I fucking hate these Zionists. Everyone can record me. Post that shit on the internet. Fucking Heil Hitler. You want my address? Look at my name. Yasmin Robu. 268 Portico Isle, Irvine, California. 92606. My birthday's August 13, 1994. And I should post on my Instagram, right? Post on my Instagram. Come get me, motherfuckers. Come get me.
To be honest, I hid the name because I'm not sure if that's the person, but it seems the person's name that was in the TikTok, they had a lot of crimes under their hand. So I would not be surprised this person has a mental health issue, something. But the whole idea that you would say that publicly, I never saw such an alliance between saying that and supporting Palestine being together and just saying that to a Jewish person that you don't like. That's wild.
The problem I think a lot of voters had is like they didn't even know if it was her. We didn't even know if Biden was president. We didn't even know if these were her talking points. And we felt that over the last 4 elections, Democrats, we felt that we didn't have a say on who could be president. We talk a lot about the Republicans being autocrats and oligarchs and taking over democracy, but from the Democrat perspective, and I'm a lifelong Democrat, I felt like the Democratic Party completely removed the democratic process from its constituents. And I think they need to have some accountability of that.
No argument here.
I donated for you. I mean, I wanted you to, like, 2016, I was like, this is going to happen. This guy's going to do it. And it felt like they stole it from me. And I'll be honest, it broke my heart when you supported him.
Look, but you have, in the world that I live in, you got a choice. And I mean, a lot of people, including my wife, agree with you. But, you know, you're down to a choice. Is it going to be Hillary Clinton or is it going to be Donald Trump? Not a great choice.
But it ended up being him anyway, so why don't we burn it down?
Well, because it's easy to say. Burning it down means that children are not going to have, you know, food to eat, that the schools will deteriorate, people will not have health care.
I got it.
And I'm an elected official. I got to represent the people.
That's fair.
And I can't turn my back on.
But then could we not also say, if ostensibly there hasn't been a fair primary for the Democrats since 2008, are they not also a threat to democracy? Yes. We often hear.
Fair enough. That is, yeah, I'm not going to argue with that point.
I didn't even know this was an issue, but in the Democratic Party, if you didn't have a primary since 2008 because somebody chose the person for you, and if not, you better go along or you're not part of this team. How can you tell me I'm a threat to democracy? Are you freaking kidding me?
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash purple skunk, criollo colombici jam jam, dur loqueta verdetta welcome.